Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, Trey, we're talking about New Year's Eve, and I'm always kind of curious what your thoughts are on New Year's. What's the best one you ever remember?
I tell you, the one that sticks out in my memory the most, it wasn't for any wild, crazy reason, but it was the year 2000 with Y2K and everybody freaking out about what was going to happen with all the computers and the lights and all the just society burning to the ground. And I remember, I forget exactly how old I was, but I remember sitting there and just kind of bracing myself because I was pretty young and the adults were a little bit freaking out. So I was like looking around, and about 5 minutes later, everything was normal. I thought, well, that was much ado about nothing, but it remains the most memorable New Year's Eve for a weird reason. How about you?
All I can remember is partying like it was 1999 with Prince, but mine was for an opposite reason. It was for one of the wildest times I've ever had, and this was a long time ago when I was on Copacabana Beach down in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, and it was one of the most amazingly awesome experiences I've ever had in my life. The Hotel Meridian lights up. Has this hotel that basically all these fireworks come off. It fireworks everywhere. Most gorgeous women you've ever seen, and it's summertime. And you
Mm.
see all these places like Paris and New York and all these great places to visit that they show all over the news, but I don't want to be anywhere where it's 12 degrees anymore. I mean,
No.
Sydney, Australia, or Rio, those are kind of the places. And Rio, Copacabana's got that, endless beach that goes on forever. But one of the interesting things too, as you get older and you have more experiences like that, is there's less of a desire to stay up till midnight anymore. And people like you go to bed at about 8:30, 9 o'clock. But uh, from a therapist point of view, why do you think you get so caught up when you're in your 20s to go hang out at the hottest clubs and with all the hottest girls or boys or whoever it is? Why do you think people think that way when they're young?
They don't know who they are yet, so their whole identity, not their whole identity, but a lot of their identity is based in what their friends think about them. And so that makes the FOMO go really high, which then causes them to feel like they need to be there and not missing out on whatever it is. But once we get older, we get pretty secure in ourselves and our confidence, and we realize that what somebody else thinks of us doesn't really matter much anymore. So we'll just do whatever we want to do. But I'll tell you this, there ain't no amount of FOMO that would ever get me to go to New Year's Eve in Times Square, stand there in the cold, wearing a diaper like so many of them do because you can't find a bathroom. That there is just no amount of insecurity in me that would drag me out in that environment.
Well, just to make you feel better about that, is I have done it, and it was horrible, and it was cold when I went, and I don't remember diaper or not, but it was s- checked off the bucket list, and I don't ever want to do it again. It was just too crowded. Now it's even, dirtier and nastier than it used to be. I
Right.
think that some of that's changed now. Now everything is, you've got to go through 18 different security checkpoints, and the world has just changed, and it's not what it used to be when it had a little more innocent, when we were just all drunk together. Those were the good old days. But now you can get excited, and if you miss out on this New Year's Eve celebration, you can just get ready and look forward to February and have a Chinese New Year celebration, which is the year of the dragon. So happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.